Hello, everyone. I am Matthew Pittman.
I'm Ashley Brannon, and we're representing for co-author and Olaf Hirsch for our project titled Green Advertising in Digital Context, the Relative Effect of Environmental and Product Appeals on Social versus Solo Digital Media. Green advertising has been utilized since at least the 1960s and has increased in prevalence ever since. Research suggests that green advertising appeals can oftentimes be perceived as misleading, which leads to skepticism towards the product. Using persuasion knowledge model and self-construal theory, we propose that awareness of persuasion attempts in green advertising would influence advertising outcomes through perceptions of the brand. We chose to observe green advertising on social media because of the interactive nature of the platform, which allows consumers to communicate with the advertiser and other consumers. The study observed the variation of reactions to persuasion attempts across platforms of higher observability to see if the interactive nature would play a role. Brand trust is linked to a number of factors, including brand quality, affinity, and authenticity. So we observed these brand attitudes to determine if they would play a role in explaining the effects of the persuasion attempt on purchase intention and engagement. It was hypothesized that the hybrid appeal would be more effective than other ad appeals in generating purchase intent and digital engagement, no matter what platform that it was on. In addition to this, hypothesis 2 related to news media predicted that brand affinity and quality would mediate the effect of appeal type on purchase intention and digital engagement. And lastly, hypothesis 3 stated that brand authenticity will mediate the effect of appeal type on purchase intention and digital engagement related to social media and social media users' concerns. To test these hypotheses, the studies had a 2x3 design where participants were exposed to one of 3 possible advertisements on either of the 2 platforms. All participants were recruited through Amazon's Mechanical Turk, and participants were randomly exposed to an advertisement and completed a survey to gauge their attitudes towards the product and brand. The survey was composed of 7-point Likert scales, which measured purchase intent, environmental attitudes, brand quality, brand affinity, and brand authenticity.
So here's what our stimuli looked like for study 1. The ad was for a water bottle. We had a product appeal that said, keeps your cools cool and your hots hot for 12 hours. The environmental appeal said 38 billion water bottles pollute the ocean each year. And the hybrid appeal had a combination of both. We had a similar combination of environmental product and hybrid appeals for study 2, but this was for a recyclable phone case. And what did we find? Well, for the first study, H1 was supported. The hybrid appeal was the most effective, but only on news media. On social media, it was equally as effective as the product appeal, which we were not expecting. H2 was supported on news media. Quality was the significant mediator. And H3 was also supported on social media. Authenticity was the mediator. In other words, people were more likely to purchase a product if they thought the brand really cared about the environment, but only on social media. Study 2 had similar results. Hybrid appeal was the most effective, but only on a website, not on social. On social media, the environmental appeal was way better than the others. This was surprising. H2 once again was supported. Quality was the main mediator, and H3 was partially supported. Authenticity was the strongest mediator on social media, but also affinity also had a weak but significant effect too. This makes sense if you think about it. We're not going to share or click or like a brand's post or ad on social media unless we actually like the brand, in addition to thinking they genuinely care about the environment. So key takeaways here. Is it more important for a green brand to make high quality products or for people to think they actually care about the environment? Well, it may depend on where their messages go. On a news website or any website that's a little more solitary in nature, people want a product that is high quality, and they want something that's going to benefit themselves. This makes sense. However, as we show with these two studies, on social media and potentially really any platform where there's a high degree of public observability or accountability or some kind of social networking awareness, our priorities change and we think differently about the messages we see, and we want to buy from brands that we think are genuine in their concern for the environment. We don't want to be thought of as phony or fake. So on traditional media, green brands, we would recommend simply maximize their appeal, show them everything, say, hey, we care about the environment and look at how great our water bottles are. But on social media, it really seems unnecessary to have a lot of product specifications and information. Based on our research, the number one factor people care about is thinking that the brands genuinely, authentically care about the environment on a highly socially observable platform. That's it. Thank you very much.